Okay, so I am absolutely delighted to have with me today Inga Deksne, who is going to be talking about the Magical Creators Live event. She's the founder of this amazing few days, this kind of container, this magic container that she creates, she orchestrates in order to support people within business, especially heart-led entrepreneurs, spiritual leaders, people that really want to make an impact within their communities. So I've invited Inga today to talk about the event, just in case you wanted to know a little bit more about it, you needed more support in order to help you up level in some shape or form. So Inga, would you like to introduce yourself?
Thank you, Marina. Thank you for having me. As you said, my name is Inga Deksne. I'm originally from Latvia. I've been living in London for the last 13 years. Love my life in London, love London. And I work with intuitive and spiritual entrepreneurs, helping them create profitable business, and most importantly, enjoyable, because I truly believe that apart from making profit, which is a must for business, it also needs to be light in a way that you enjoy running it. It's not sucking life out of you, and there are different ways how you can do it.
Absolutely, and I can personally testify to Inga's wisdom and knowledge and her skills, because I've been working with her for quite a while now. So I can wholeheartedly recommend Inga as being like a real guru when it comes to social media, but also lots of other things, you know, mindset. All of the kind of foundational stuff, the systems, all the stuff that we, you know, as spiritual entrepreneurs especially, we kind of can shy away from. So Inga is definitely somebody that can really support you in so many ways. So do you want to just tell us a little bit more about the Magical Creators event and why you created it initially?
Well, I didn't plan to create it. I think the idea of this event chose me.
Mm-hmm.
And it started, I attended one of the events, and I was given a reading based on my intuitive choices. And I was told that I need to run an event. And I didn't want to, because in the past I had the experience when I organized an event and I ended up being alone in an empty room. Nobody came to me. And I promised myself never subject myself to this feeling ever again. But and it took me like 2 months or 3 even to come to terms that this event wants to happen. And then the moment I decided that it's going to happen, I started getting ideas, I started getting support, and event unfolded in front of me. So I just implement it. I follow the higher guidance, and this event wanted to happen. And I think like everyone can relate to this feeling when you have this new idea, but you're not sure how to implement it. You are not sure how it's going to work. And I remember very beginning, and this is the first event that you attended, what I asked, because I didn't have any proof that the event is going to be amazing or it's going to work and people going to enjoy themselves. All I asked from people, and it's my request, like tune into your inner guidance. And if you feel the calling, then it's the event for you. And this is the very reason why it's so connected with intuition, even if you don't think that you are intuitive. But if there is some inkling that you need to be at this event, then reach to me or to Marina if you want to find out more. What I did, I made 6-part payment. so it's affordable. Basically, nobody does it in their right mind, and you know, traditionally, like usually you should be done and dusted with your payments before the event. I'm allowing, there are some participants from the past events that just finished their payments. And the reason being that I don't want financial challenges be in a way of you getting that up level, because it's very easy to dismiss your calling and choose that financially you can't afford, because this event is geared for you to up level on mindset, energy level, and business strategies, so you are making money.
Yeah, and I can absolutely testify from the first event that I participated or kind of actually attended, which was the first live event, and it was actually physically when we were able to do it live. I saw an up level then, and then in the subsequent ones there has been a significant up level each time that I've attended one of these events. So for me, it's an absolute no-brainer to kind of take part, because the energies and the speakers and even the participants, the people that turn up, all contribute to this amazing kind of souped up container. So whenever you say yes and you kind of like commit to buying that ticket and saying yes to yourself, the magic, and I think you agree, the magic has already started as soon as you say yes, and it could be months before the event actually happens, and you will start to see shifts and changes happen. And I see that on a one-to-one basis with my clients as well. So but this type of event, because there's so many people coming together, it's like it's on steroids. So it's you kind of can get quick transformation very, very quickly. It's absolutely amazing. So what is the theme for this particular event?
The theme will be renewal, recommitting, and realignment. Because we're just getting out of the lockdown.
Yeah.
I think it's like a transition period for us, and it may feel this sense of loss. You need a new motivation, you need a new commitment. And because we are in constant unknown, because we don't know, we may be like just going out of the lockdown and 2 weeks later we are in the lockdown again. And it's very damaging for our mental health, for overall well-being. So this event is like your charging point, so you can recommit to your business, to yourself, and start growing and start stronger. So this is an overall theme. And you mentioned also about the people who attend, and I'm so happy that majority of attendees, they come back. So for each, unless there is other commitments that don't allow people to attend the event, everyone else is at the event again, because it's different every time. And you were attendee at the first event, and then you've become a speaker for 2 other events, and this is now your 3rd time. Yeah. And this is one of the purposes of this event. I wanted to be a springboard for magical people who have gifts, so you can harness your presentation skills, your speaking skills, and becoming a speaker on other stages worldwide. I want Hay House to case you. I want Mindvalley to beg you to work with them, to collaborate. So this is the aim of this event.
Yeah.
Yep. So
I can definitely see from my perspective that I'm much more comfortable in terms of being visible, and this event was definitely the pinnacle point for me in being able to take that next step into, you know, my business journey. And as you mentioned, that I am speaking again at this event, so I can't wait to take people into their business chamber of their Akashic records, and like you say, very much look at the renewal, see what needs to be released from the last kind of 6 months that perhaps has been unbeknowingly damaging your business, damaging your energies, and we're going to completely release that and restore the business chamber in the Akashic records, so that it is like this kind of brand new kind of stepping beyond the event back onto your path, and kind of really into that new up level. Now, there was one thing that I wanted to connect with and kind of talk about, is that this event is slightly different. You're offering something slightly different this time as well, aren't you? Do you want to just tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, and this is my thing, to do things non-traditionally.
Yeah.
As I mentioned about the payments, right? Then the second non-traditional thing, before I move to answering your question, is that usually, so events are organized to make sales at the end of the event, right? So, or you have a lot of speakers, and then you see a little bit of content, and then you have pitches of the offers. Nothing wrong with it, right? What we do differently, so I ask each of the speakers submit their offer in advance, and we create a workbook, right? If somebody chooses to work with the speaker within given time frame, they get better deal. But people can develop relationships with speakers across along the year, and they can start working at any time. So there is no this let's move to proverbial end of the room and buy the course. Again, nothing wrong with it, but I didn't want to follow the template. I want to do it differently, right? So yes, you will be getting the offers, but you will be getting time to make the decision later on, right? Or even upfront as well. So it's not about making money from the event. Again, nothing wrong with this, but my aim is different. My aim is to showcase the speakers and give the choice to participants to develop those relationships at a deeper level, and also the transformation as well. What I'm going to do differently, what we are going to do differently, and while I'm talking now, the butterfly was flying by. So interesting. What I'm doing differently this time, I've never done it before myself. I will be inviting people who bought tickets into membership area a month before the event, which will allow to build relationships among participants and build collaborations. But I will be taking them through the process of creating clients out of the blue, with the aim to give people opportunity to cover the ticket cost as a minimum output of this activity. So it's a very specific, not just during the event you get the transformation, but prior to that. So you can generate income as you go, and also teaching you how you can creating clients out of the blue.
Which is amazing. So it's just another layer of incredible value that you're offering, but it's fantastic because you're starting the process, as you say, in the journey early, so then you've got that whole container to really make use of, and do some practical stuff to actually cover the cost of the ticket, which is amazing.
Yeah, and it came as a download in one of the meditations I did. And it was such a clear message. That's why I said I'm following the crumbs that event wants me to do.
Yeah.
And as I said, it's completely not following any blueprints of how to run event.
No, which is amazing. So it's totally in alignment with you. and also with the clients and the people that are attracted to the event, that are meant to be there.
Yeah, and it makes sense, you know, to do this activity because majority of speakers are involved in that activity. You know, there is a contribution from you in relation to Akashic Records. So this is a program that I've created last September, and every time I build on, and it's basically people are getting results straight away. So
yeah, they absolutely are. So I can't wait to actually be at the event, which is on the 11th and the 12th of June. And so if you want more information, you can reach out both to Inga or myself, or there's going to be the link that I'm going to post in this post. So you can also click on there, get information, and also book your ticket. What I just want to kind of finish with is just, if you're thinking about it, don't think, kind of jump in. If there is, I think Inga said, if there's a slight inkling of wanting to really up level your business, but explore a different way of doing that. So what is really fantastic about this event is that it's a mix of practical, it's a mix of healing. It's giving you the foundational support, it's giving you system support. There's just so much within that which is just unique to this particular event, and that's what drew me initially to actually attend, was the practical aspect, which has never failed each time. It kind of, I'm just building on what I learned, which is why I keep wanting to go back and kind of go through the whole event again, because it is different each time, but you're just adding layers to your knowledge, your wisdom, but also to your healing and your business journey. So if you've got any questions, please reach out, but if not, click the link, and I sincerely hope that I will see you there, and you know, with the other speakers. So thank you, Inga, for joining.
thank you.
And hopefully we'll see you at the event.
Yeah, looking forward to, and as Marina said, any questions, happy to answer.
Absolutely. Bye.